Judge,
Hi.
before we get started on Mr. Bookman, just let the court know we're in agreement with the state. This new charge.
Hold up. You're about to witness one of the most preventable courtroom disasters we've ever covered. Meet Mr. Bookman, a man who already had an open DWI case, decided that stealing $390 Marc Jacobs sunglasses from Neiman Marcus was somehow a good idea. But here's where it gets juicy. The judge is about to show him exactly why picking up new charges while you're already in hot water is the worst decision you can make. This isn't just about stolen sunglasses anymore. This is about a judge who's had enough, a defendant who's about to learn a painful lesson, and a defense attorney desperately trying to save a deal that's crumbling before our eyes. Buckle up, because Judge Stephen is about to lay down the law in ways Mr. Bookman never saw coming.
Let's get over a little bit.
Well, I get it. But, you know, Mr. Bookman, we have certain standards here. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. We have certain standards, right? And we will hold you to it. I don't care what kind of agreement you have. I expect you to live a certain way when you have an open criminal case. And if you refuse to do that, we have places for you. All I know is that now, from what I understand, he has an open DWI. He's now picked up a new case.
Okay,
So
let's break this down, because this is where things get real. Mr. Bookman already had an open DWI case. That means he was out on bond, trusted by the court to stay out of trouble, while his drunk driving charge was pending. But instead of laying low and following the rules, he decides to go shopping at Neiman Marcus and allegedly pocket $390 worth of designer sunglasses. Here's what most people don't understand. When you have an open criminal case, you're essentially on thin ice. The court is giving you a chance to prove you can be a law-abiding citizen. Pick up a new charge? That ice doesn't just crack, it shatters. And Judge Stephen is about to show Mr. Bookman exactly what happens when you violate that trust. This isn't just about theft anymore. This is about respect for the legal system.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to do probable cause. You're now stand charged with a theft. Right? Yep. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay, look.
Thank you, Your Honor. On July 3rd, 2024, officers were dispatched to Neiman Marcus for a theft shoplifting call for service. Officers met with the complainant, who is the lead loss prevention team. The complainant stated that the team reviewed the CCTV footage and observed the defendant select 2 pairs of Marc Jacobs sunglasses and hold them in his hand. The defendant then walked around with the sunglasses in his hand, and then he concealed the sunglasses inside his right pocket and started walking away from the area. The defendant made his way towards the cosmetic department and walked through all points of sales without paying for the concealed merchandise. The total value of the sunglasses was $390. The complainant advised that they would like to press charges on the defendant.
Let's talk about the sheer stupidity of this crime for a second. 2 pairs of Marc Jacobs sunglasses, $390 total. That's it. This man risked his freedom, his plea deal, and potentially his future over something he could have bought with a credit card. But here's the kicker. Neiman Marcus has some of the best surveillance systems in retail. Every angle, every movement, crystal clear footage. They watched him select the glasses, conceal them in his pocket, and walk past every single cash register. This isn't a case of maybe he forgot. This is textbook shoplifting caught in 4K. And now, because of those sunglasses, his DWI case is about to get a whole lot worse. The judge is about to revoke his bond, and Mr. Bookman is heading straight to jail. All for designer shades he'll never get to wear.
Okay. Mr. Bookman, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Hey, Stephen, can you help me out, please? Something that's completely preventable. You, some reason, have to come up and pick up a theft case now. Guess what's happening to your first case? Guess. What's happening to your DWI now? I'm taking you in. You've picked up a new case. What do you want me to do? There has to be consequence to behavior, Mr. Bookman. And the consequence is that your bond gets yanked. And that's it. He goes with you. I mean, you know, at some point, sympathy has to go throughout the window. It's something that's completely preventable, and there's no excuse. I mean, really. If I allow him to just come out, what happens? I'm enabling him. I'm not gonna do that. We have enough drama. I don't need more.
So the court's aware, the agreement we have with the state is for 30 days on the DWI and dismiss the new theft case.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. The defense attorney reveals they had a sweetheart deal lined up. Just 30 days for the DWI, and the theft charge would disappear completely. That's an incredible deal for someone facing both charges. But here's the reality check. Deals only work when you show up ready to take them. By picking up this new charge, Mr. Bookman didn't just complicate his case. He destroyed the trust necessary for leniency. The judge is setting a $5,000 bond, which means Mr. Bookman needs to come up with $500 cash or go through a bondsman just to get out. And even then, he's still facing both charges. What could have been a simple 30-day stint has now turned into a legal nightmare with potential jail time, fines, and a criminal record that will follow him for years.
Did they get the property back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm happy to do whichever you want to do. If you want to do it today, you want to do it tomorrow, but I'm not letting him go. So I'm going to set the bond at 5,002 on the DWI. I will not touch the theft. I'll leave it as is. And you tell me what you want to do.
Okay. The only caveat to all this is that he's got kids and he wanted to arrange for transportation for them before he was to go in on the plea agreement. So he asked if he could report and turn himself in next week, which is now, I understand. I told him, I said, I got to run that by the judge. I'm not sure that's going to work.
That's cute.
Because then you'd have to, let him out and then, okay.
That's something, and when you go back there, talk to him, that's something that you have to think about before you start looking at Marc Jacob sunglasses. And Neiman Marcus, right? Go to Sunglasses Hut. Go somewhere else, man. It's a lot cheaper there.
There's a lot of cameras.
Or gas station, or don't do it at all.
There
Okay,
you go. That's the best.
right. Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I'll let you know.
So let's recap this cautionary tale. Mr. Bookman went from having a manageable 30-day plea deal on his DWI to sitting in jail with revoked bond, all because he couldn't resist stealing $390 sunglasses from Neiman Marcus. The judge made it crystal clear. When you have an open criminal case, you're expected to be on your absolute best behavior. This case perfectly illustrates how one moment of poor judgment can cascade into life-altering consequences. Mr. Bookman now faces both the original DWI charge and a theft charge. His kids need someone else to pick them up, and that sweet plea deal? Gone. The lesson here is simple. If you're already in legal trouble, the last thing you should do is give the court more reasons to lock you up, and maybe, just maybe, shop at Sunglass Hut instead of Neiman Marcus. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments about whether the judge was too harsh or spot on, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. We post new cases every week that'll make you think twice about your choices.